Welcome back, everybody. The ladies are on center here at the ONIX Austin Showdown, powered by Invited. Brooke Buckner's a player on the rise. Tell us about her.
Yeah, she's got a great game. She's got some good partners coming up this whole season that she's playing with. I like her style. Kind of an unknown still, right? Still trying to prove herself. This would be a statement match for her against Catherine Parenteau, who is playing as well as any female on tour right now, Dave.
Oh, without question. Parenteau has won back-to-back singles titles. Is the first person to do that other than Anna Leigh Waters since Simone Jardim in February of 21. So it's just not something we've seen. Parenteau was outrageous in Daytona Beach last week. Beat Anna Leigh Waters in 2. Anna Leigh hadn't lost since June of 22. And we always wonder, can you back that up? Not only did she back that up and win singles, she played with Anna Leigh Waters, won that. And then she and Tyson McGuffin have a great run, and she takes silver in mixed. That lady right there is on fire.
Game one, time in.
This will be a fun one here.
0-0.
Let's play pickleball. And let's paint a line on the first ball we hit on center, too. Why not?
When you're feeling it, you're feeling it. And she just looks like she is just picking up right where she left off in Daytona.
1-0.
Boy, that's a nice ball on the run from Buckner. Buckner is from North Carolina, as is the aforementioned Colin Schick. So North Carolina, welcome. Your pro player experience is absolutely on the rise.
That's just great control at the kitchen line there from Buckner. And again, you see a lot of the ladies' game, they'll play baseline to baseline. You're going to see Buckner come up when she needs to, and she's going to come up when she sets up a really nice ball against Parenteau on the move. Oh, wow, Dave. I mean, the look on your face right now, that is an absolutely filthy forehand drop.
Okay, Brooke Buckner, welcome to center, and welcome to Austin. And same girl. After an unbelievable forehand, misses the serve, but that's part of the game. But nice start for Buckner, a couple of really pretty balls. See the wind kicking up in the skirt there of Catherine Parenteau, so keep an eye on that, how that affects the gameplay here on center.
Just didn't get enough under that two-hander. I think she was trying to come in, too, at the same time.
3-2. Side out.
A little too much there for Parenteau.
2-3.
Oh my, and that drops in there for Parenteau.
Side out.
And I'd like to see Buckner try and drop one of those in instead of continuously driving at Parenteau, who wants the pace, and she'll handle that pace with ease. I'd like to see her drop one in, roll one to the sideline.
Side out.
So good.
Ball a little wide, I guess.
Okay.
We both thought that was possibly in.
Possibly in, just wide. And that's just wide as well. So.
But again, you watch Parenteau right there. She puts pressure on Buckner, so not allowing Buckner to get her feet set and get under control. So it's the constant pressure from Parenteau.
That is a great return from Buckner. So Parenteau pushes another one wide. So the left sideline has been a focal point here, much to the chagrin of all players. Boy, that first two-handed backhand was mashed by Brooke Buckner. Mashed potatoes, her favorite food in the whole wide world there, Dom. So didn't make the forehand after it.
3, 2.
We need to confirm that after the match.
100% true. Go ahead and ask her. Research.
Point.
And now she misses that shot right there, right? But I don't mind that at all. I like that. I think that's how she's going to continue to add onto her side here. And to get back in this is by
4, 2.
slowing the pace down.
That's a great approach shot from Parenteau there.
Going to battle against that power error and Catherine Parenteau right now
5,
is just
2.
not the answer for Buckner.
Side out.
Again, same spot. A few balls have been missed wide on that left side of Buckner's
2,
backhand
5.
there. Oh, and that was the one you were looking
Yeah.
for. Again, the execution not quite there.
If she's able to get that in, Parenteau can't attack that. If she does, it's going to be a tough
5,
attack.
2.
Buckner can close ground right there, so she's got to set that up. I like it again. She's got to execute.
Side out.
Buckner approaches middle, takes the angle away, gets a mistake. So good look at 30-year-old Brooke Buckner right there.
2, 5. Side out.
Also, obviously, have to mention the Michigan-Buckner-Michigan State Parenteau rivalry that is right here on this
5,
court,
2.
too. What a reach on the ball before that by Parenteau, and then just smartly doesn't try to do too much.
It's so easy to do too much with that ball right
Oh.
there. It's sitting up. You have the court wide open. You want to put an exclamation point on
6-2.
it, but she does exactly what she needs to do right there and just punch it down.
Gorgeous forehand from Buckner there.
Side out.
You can see that tennis background in the strokes. When she gets a hold of one, it is a beautiful strike.
Well, she sold it too. It almost looked like she was going to go inside out, and then she whipped that back across her body for the winner.
Side out.
And had a good swing at that one. Just comes up short. So a few execution challenges on the backhand here for Buckner, where she would have had a
6-2.
chance to dig into this 4-point deficit. That is a great get by
Side out.
Buckner, not just to get there, but do something with it, Tom.
Yeah, she didn't just get there, like you said, Dave. She actually put something on that. I think Parenteau was kind of shocked that she did. I think she thought she was just going to flip this back up here.
2, 6.
But she actually hits a good shot that's dropping as it gets over the net.
Beautiful overhead there by Buckner as Parenteau took off for the other side. Going back door with the overhead is often a
3-6.
very smart solution in singles. 3-6. Wow, so good from
Side out.
Parenteau, especially after the two-handed backhand that was cracked.
And Buckner was all over that two-hander right there, and then she just got put on her heels by Parenteau on a great get.
6-3.
Offense to defense in a flash for Parenteau.
Side out.
Dave, that two-hander right there, cross-court from Buckner, I mean, she's just hitting it so clean and so well. I like that when she has Parenteau back by the baseline to keep her back. That's fine. Pace, not a problem from Brooke Buckner.
Wow, another one where Buckner thinks she's hit a volley winner and Parenteau gets there and keeps it safe.
I almost looked away. I thought there was a winner, clean winner from Buckner, but
6-3.
Parenteau all over the court, just getting that, forcing another ball.
And another beautiful dipping two-handed backhand from Buckner. Now she needs to find a couple of these where she's been in good position at the net. Just Parenteau's been able to find the defense.
Oh, that's such a tough lead from Parenteau. We all want to hit that ball right there.
It's a hitter's game. Hit the ball.
Oh.
What a great eye and what an important skill in pro pickleball to be able to recognize that ball is going out. Let it go.
Point.
I was just going to say that Buckner's done such a good job on side outs. She hasn't given up a point in like 4 in a row. And then right on cue, she hits a missed, or gets a missed return in the net.
7-3.
Look at the effort from Buckner, but just can't quite get there in time. Parenteau just in control.
Timeout called by the receiver.
She went left-handed forehand on the sideline there. She was full extension.
The number 2 seed looking very good here in Austin. Can she keep it up? Welcome back, everybody. We've been talking about those nimble feet of Catherine Parenteau, and there are those Skechers that are holding those feet. Love having Skechers as a partner here. Signature shoes coming out now. These players have head to toe somebody that wants to be a part of their game.
Time in. 8-3. Point.
Hate to miss a return coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, and it's on her timeout, and then makes a mistake right away.
That serve goes deep. Can't thank the officials enough. That's Anita Johnson Flores, the lead, and James Otto is our second referee. That would be the no-fly zone right there.
So difference right there. So Buckner hit a off-speed ball when Parenteau was back at the baseline. That allows her to come in. She's got to hit that off-speed ball when Parenteau's up at the kitchen line.
And just absolutely beautiful. Parenteau set her feet. We showed those Skechers. Your feet have to be in position to hit this shot.
Beautiful inside out.
And we are at a game point. Oh, runs around it inside in, and what an exclamation point. Hey, do you think Catherine Parenteau can bring that huge game she had in Daytona to Austin? The answer is emphatically yes. Catherine Parenteau, 11. Buckner, 3. Will she keep it going? We'll find out, but my goodness, Parenteau looking fantastic here on center court. Welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with Dom Catalano,
Game 2.
teacher and coach of this great game. Thrilled to have him here, and Brooke Buckner's got to get going here, get off to a good start in game number 2, and was in great position to do just that, but caught the net.
I was like jumping out of my seat right there because it was great point construction from Buckner right off the bat. Did exactly what we were talking about, just didn't execute in the end.
Side out.
A gimme there for Buckner. Gets that side out back.
She'll take it.
0-0. Ball. Paddle.
Oh, so we called a fault on a ball that bounced, though. Oh, no, but the ball bounced.
Huh.
So the ball bounced here, and they called Catherine in a fault.
Okay.
So referee error. Unbelievable get on that, too, by the way. But she short hopped it perfectly and then threw it almost to the baseline.
Yes.
It's a shame we have to start over, but we're all human, Dom, so we'll just play it over. That's a referee error. We just do it over. Oh, dear. Wow. Loses her footing in the middle of the point and then still has an inside-out volley winner ready.
When it's going well, Dave, it's going well. And right now for Parenteau, like, she almost fell. And ends up hitting an inside-out winner like you said.
Catherine Parenteau is everything right now, except for that one. I'll send her a note.
That's on you, Dave, there for Parenteau into the net on the backhand. But again, right now, Buckner needs to get a couple in a row, right? You can't let this get too far away from you.
Yeah, get a lead, have a little confidence from the scoreboard here. Oh, and pulling a drop volley backhand out of the Colin Schick department there. That was gorgeous from Buckner. We saw that from Schick, who made that astonishing run in men's singles last week, using that front part of the court so effectively. Great ball from Buckner. And there's the couple you were looking for. So 2-0 start here for Buckner.
2-0.
And tattooed the two-handed backhand there. Had Parenteau leaning a little bit to the right, and looky here, it is Parenteau calling timeout. So great job by Buckner taking advantage of the opportunity here and making Parenteau call timeout. So good start in game 2 for Buckner. Welcome back, everybody, to the ONIX Austin Showdown, powered by Invited. We are at this fantastic facility, one of the Invited clubs all over this great country. Invited will host the national championships at Brookhaven Country Club in Dallas, so thrilled about that.
Point.
Well, Buckner continues out of the timeout to add to her lead. This is exactly what she needs to do. She needs to keep the pedal to the metal here.
Goes with the drop shot backhand carve again, and that has been very effective. And look at Buckner up 5-0. So many renovations are going to be going into Brookhaven too to get that thing ready in November for the national championships. It's going to be fantastic. 6-0. You want to talk about renovations? Buckner's getting the ball on the ground now.
Right, and that's exactly what we talked about, right? The difference of her, she's got to slow the pace down. She's hitting drops now instead of drives, and she's causing issues for Parenteau.
Side out.
Okay, so hottest player in the game is being pushed down 6.
0-6.
Hear the wind whistling in the microphones on court.
Point.
First point of the second game for Catherine.
1-6.
What a return off of a serve that landed on the baseline.
Yeah, and it does look like, Dave, that the wind is picking up inside of center court here, and it's causing a little bit of an issue for both of these ladies.
That stays in.
Side out.
So swirling wind. It is 1-6 just to get all set with the scoreboard here.
1-6.
Look at that ball die and then just sit up for Parenteau right there. And it is Parenteau who comes forward first, and that aggressiveness pays off.
And now Parenteau trying to find her groove here and get back in this.
Ran through that one and pushes it deep. So after being down 6-0, gets a couple. Here's Buckner. Buckner needs to just continue to add one each time if possible to pull an upset of this game and force a third. And she gets exactly that. Same shot was missed 2 times in a row.
Yeah, and it seems like that wind is at Parenteau's back
Yep.
right now, and so she's just getting a little too much on them, sailing these balls a little
7-2.
long.
Side out.
And then on the flip side right there, it looks like Buckner gets everything on that ball and just doesn't go anywhere on the little two-hander.
Yeah, even the hitting
2-7.
plane got a little lower than she thought there as well with the wind. Great scamper from Buckner, but Parenteau was ready.
That was a good forehand from Buckner on the full sprint here, but Parenteau is great anticipation
3-7.
right there, and that's a key in singles, is that anticipation.
Side out.
Again, just deep coming forward in the midcourt on that forehand roll. So 7-3 Buckner.
7-3.
Quarterfinals winner gets the winner of Tarashenko and Elise Jones in the semis. Ooh, just pushed
Side out.
wide. Big opportunity there to get to 8.
Three, 7. Point.
Great pressure from Parenteau there, and I believe
Timeout
Buckner
called by
said
the receiver.
timeout right
Score is
there, and that is
4-7,
exactly what
1
we
minute.
heard. So after being up 6-zip, Buckner's lead is cut in half. It is now 7-4. Parenteau on the comeback trail. Can she get all the way there? We'll see right after this.
One timeout remaining. Server,
Back,
you still
everybody.
have one
The
timeout remaining.
second seed, Catherine Parenteau, is on the comeback
4,
trail
7.
here in Austin. Down just 3 now after being down 6. And what a shot out of the timeout for Buckner.
Side out.
Much needed right there out of the timeout to slow the momentum of Parenteau down. She goes
7-4.
forehand winner down the line and gets that quick side out.
Side
And
out.
again, that ball right back behind. That's a tough ball over the higher part of the net, Dom.
Yeah, and the thing that the problem, not the problem,
4,
but
7.
Buckner guessed where Parenteau was going to go with that ball. Guessed completely wrong.
And again,
Point.
backdoor winners for Parenteau. She's letting Buckner take a step and then just happily taking the open court. Such smart singles. 5-7.
5, 7.
Oh my, and
Side
that
out.
short return, but the wind is going to pull it back towards Buckner, so you need to get there even quicker if you're Parenteau. Seems like a big moment for Buckner to get at least
7-5.
one here at 7-5. And that is on the line from Parenteau.
That's-
What a shot.
That's just painted down the line right there. And again, now Parenteau has found her rhythm again,
5,
and she's
7.
right back in this.
Inside out
Point.
forehand, and Buckner tries to cut that back cross court. Can't find the court. The lead is but 1.
6, 7. Point.
A big serve again from Parenteau, and
Timeout called by
the
the
sevens
receiver.
are
Score
lucky
is
in
7,
Vegas
7.
and not
1
so
minute.
lucky for Buckner right here. And she uses her second timeout here to try and stop this. But Catherine Parenteau has come all the way back from a 6-0 hole. Welcome back, everybody. That woman right there, Catherine Parenteau, is on fire again, has come all the way back.
You still have one timeout
Looking to
remaining.
take the lead
5.
at 7-all here in game 2.
7.
Already has game 1 in her pocket. Just deep on that ball. So Buckner's used the timeouts twice and they have been
7,
effective.
7.
What an unbelievable two-handed backhand roll volley. And again, guess what? Back to where Buckner was just standing. She can save a lot of steps by just staying where she was because the ball keeps going back there.
That's the recipe for success for Buckner is those drops. Again, she got sucked in a little bit to playing Parenteau's kind of speed up game. She's got to get back into her game and what got her that lead early in this second game.
Ooh, had a good look at a ball there to maybe come in and take the net, but can't find the court. So another chance for Parenteau to take the lead. That is a tremendous, smart punch volley right there from Parenteau.
Yeah, and she covers so much ground so well up at the kitchen line. And again, not very tall. It wouldn't be one of the tallest ladies on tour, but her anticipation is head over heels.
What a ball from Brooke Buckner, as it looked like the Catherine Parenteau train was going to pull into another stop on this comeback. That is ridiculous. Great look from our crew right there. Chance to tie it back up. And Parenteau wins the first elongated baseline rally. Had the two-handers going back and forth there. Buckner pushes one through the wind and deep. And is up to the task again. Beautiful two-handed backhand pass down the line.
And again, a good decision right there from Buckner. She had Parenteau leaning middle, and she goes backside on her to her forehand side, actually. But she had Parenteau moving to the middle.
Just deep from Buckner.
I saw it in. I saw it in.
Oh, we have an overrule by our referee there. So.
No, you don't. Not on this one.
So that will be Brooke Buckner's point.
8.
Anita Johnson Flores overturns that. Just wide there. So sometimes that's tough when there's an overrule. Parenteau gets the ball back. So 8-8 down the wire here in game number 2.
And again, it's not, it wouldn't be my choice right there. I'd like to see her roll the forehand cross court and drop that in, and then kind of come in after that, after she gets Parenteau to bounce that.
Same ball from Parenteau that's been caught in the, not that we have a jet stream, but the wind heading in that direction of the court. So Buckner trying to hang in there. 8-9, game 2.
So
gorgeous.
Good, Dave. How many times has she done that this game? She's just carving that like through butter. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's a nice ball from Parenteau. And what do you do when you're down low? You got to bend. Leg day is important, Dom. You got to have them.
Don't skip it.
9-9. And a vicious two-hander from Brooke Buckner. And she has withstood the comeback from Catherine Parenteau and will be staring at a game point for herself on the other side of this Parenteau timeout. So, Dom, what do you do when you've had the lead, you see it come back, and then you get to 10-9, and now you see the other side called timeout. What's going through Brooke's mind right here?
I absolutely love it. I love the mentality. She could have easily folded, easily. A lesser player would have, not Brooke Buckner. She battled back. She understood that Parenteau's going to come back, make a run. She withstood the run, and now she's given herself a game point to try and force a third game here. The mentality is just another level right in here from Buckner.
Yeah, and here's some highlights in that. The carved backhands have been absolutely fantastic from Buckner. We've also had the wind be a factor here. Parenteau's been coming forward. The shot you just saw was coming out of a timeout for Buckner. So I love the mental fortitude. I love shots like that one from her that we've seen. And, you know, this has been a high-quality match where it's taken winners to win rallies.
This is what I want right here from Buckner. I want a drop here. If I'm in her corner, I'm sitting there on the bench right now, and I'm coaching her up. I'm telling her right now, good heavy serve, force a weaker return, and this is a drop third to a corner.
All right, here we go. The play has been called from Catalano. And how about just a missed return, and we will play 3. So, what a job by Buckner of hanging in there when Parenteau is comes all the way back, gets in front, but doesn't get to 11. It's Buckner that gets to 11. Game 3 coming up right after this. This is the month of March, and the madness has started on the hardwoods.
Game 3.
Upsets already in NCAA college basketball, and Brooke Buckner would love to pull one of her own right here.
Oh,
and why not start with that ridiculous two-y?
That's beautiful start there from Buckner. And again, the control. She doesn't overhit it. She gets some shape on it, finds the sideline. Big side out to start.
Oh, same corner, just deep from Buckner. And again, Buckner's got the wind at her back now, asking about that call, but call will stand. No replay in this match. Just wide from Buckner there. So Parenteau gets the first point at game 3. We will switch sides at 6, and with the wind a factor here. Sometimes switching sides not a big deal. It is here today. Phenomenal court coverage from Buckner, but one last answer from Catherine.
Yeah, and you watch Parenteau put that ball away, and it's placement over power, like you say all the time, Dave. It's not about how hard you hit it, it's about how effective you can hit that ball, and she just puts that overhead where Buckner had vacated.
That is a tremendous return off of a great serve from Parenteau. So Buckner withstood a furious rally in game 2. Now needs to rally a bit herself, just down a couple. What a phenomenal read coming in off that forehand.
The swinging, she made it look like so smooth right there, but again, this is such a hard shot. This ball right here,
1-2,
to control that and not hit that out.
And goes for the big serve herself, and we are knotted at 2, so nice early response from Buckner here. And the Wolverine has tied up the Spartan.
2-2.
Just pushed wide there. Buckner having a little conversation with Buckner about that one.
2-2. Side out.
But gets it right back, so.
It's that wind again, and they're trying to make adjustments here. It wasn't as bad in game 1, but game 2, it started to pick up even more. Did she dot that sideline with that ball? Or
I don't think so. I mean, it was very close on the call, but I believe just the way Parenteau reacted, that ball was called wide. So we're tied at 2.
2-2.
This is a quarterfinal. Winner gets the winner of Tarashenko and Elise Jones. Oh, and Buckner has missed 3 or 4 balls by maybe an inch here in game number 3.
Love the setup, though. She hits that drop right there.
3, 2.
She needs to take something and come in and take those balls out of the air on a good drop.
That time it's Parenteau that comes forward and makes a good volley, and now she's added a couple, so back and forth we go, 2 at a time.
4, 2.
Wow, Catherine Parenteau with a ridiculous angle on a high one-handed backhand. That's terrific.
Going to the well one too many times to that backhand of Parenteau, and she just reads it so well and drops that cross court. No chance for Buckner.
So Buckner will take a timeout. Catherine Parenteau trying to move on, up 3 in game number 3. Welcome back to the ONIX Austin Showdown powered by Invited. Catherine Parenteau up 3 in game 3, looking to move on to the semifinals, but Brooke Buckner has an answer to that and just pushes the return deep. We may have an overturn here. I don't know what I saw. The hand signal I saw there. We do have an overturn. So that is a second overturn. That one is done by James Otto. Okay. Could be a big moment here for Buckner. And it is. What a pass.
She capitalizes on it, Dave. And again, it's opportunities like that and taking advantage, and she does right there.
So can Parenteau throw that away and not get that in her head? What a shot from Buckner. Just couldn't get the feet quite set because of the wind moving the ball into her body. Parenteau with another chance to win this rally and switch sides, up 6-3. I think that ball was going to be wide no matter what, and the tape gave it a chance.
3, 5.
Tough side to lob from there for Parenteau, so nice job by Buckner coming forward, and she's within 1.
4, 5.
And that's a good first volley, and you hear an alley, alley from Catherine Parenteau. I love a little French out there. Let's go. From Montreal is Catherine Parenteau. Another chance to win a point and switch sides for Parenteau. And that was really close to the sideline there. I'm going to just stop there. We do have a call that's in. So Parenteau does indeed get that 6-point right there on the sideline. So 6-4 Parenteau. We're going to switch sides here. And there you see one of the biggest fans in pickleball. There's Kathy Dimitri just out there dancing it up. It's always fun at the PPA Tour, and you add Kathy, it's even more fun. We love the fans from coast to coast. Kathy from the great city of Pittsburgh and Pickleball Central, Dom. The world's best selection of all your gear, curated by experts. You got to get your stuff. You got to go to Pickleball Central, Dom.
Get in the booth. They're here all weekend long. If you need anything, they have everything that you could want as far as pickleball goes. Those guys and gals in that tent are absolutely phenomenal. We've known them for years, Dave. We love everything they're about. Unbelievable company, and they support pickleball everywhere we go around the country.
They do. So if you're coming out to the event, go to their tent. And if you're watching, we can't thank you enough for watching. And go to pickleballcentral.com. If you need a new paddle, call them. They got the experts. They are the experts. They curate. Come on. They're curating paddles to make sure you get the best one. They got a 30-day paddle guarantee. And there's the, speaking of paddles, pumping a paddle there is Parenteau. Re-engaged and now up 3.
7-4.
And again, that backside winner, we've seen it since the jump in this match.
Yeah, she's got a bounce to her step now. And again, she's found that same spot on Buckner, like you said, Dave, a few times.
And now it is a storm brewing, and that's a good timeout from Buckner. Don't take them home. You don't get to collect these.
No refunds.
No, there's no refunds. There's no exchanges here, just to be crystal clear, everybody. So, called timeout, down 2-5. Now Buckner calls timeout at 9-4 down. And interesting thing about Parenteau is she's really dialing in her own decisions over there, and she's a great teacher of the game, as are you. And let's see what Top Court has to teach us right here. Love the Top Court videos. Love Callie Smith teaching us. Callie was back in the singles, made a little run, and then got beat by Anna Leigh Waters 11-1, 11-2. So Anna Leigh dialed in here in Austin, and again, Buckner's timeouts, that's 3 in a row where she's gotten a stop. So used them well. Now she's got to go, though. That's a tremendous volley there from Parenteau.
I mean, full extension, Dave, and then she just carves this out on the forehand side here. And it's just good control, good body control, and able to do something with that.
Side out.
Buckner does have to answer here. When she gets these side outs now, she cannot waste the opportunity and not get any points.
Has looked so good on the backhand carve drop volley. That one, not so much.
No, she got that way too high. She wanted to carve it out like she has been all match, but just gets it a little too high. Parenteau able to run it down.
Good response again from Buckner. So has gotten some stops in a row here, but it's what does she do with the ball in her hand right here? Big serve could help her out. Parenteau fends off the multitude of groundies from Buckner.
Yeah, and she's got to change the pace. Again, it's like a baseball player, fastball hitter just sitting fastball, and that's all Parenteau's doing right now is sitting on the hard stuff.
Unbelievable effort from Buckner, but you could see the ball moving left to right in the wind and at Parenteau's back, and we are at match point for Parenteau. Oh, and that catches the net in a very game effort from Brooke Buckner, but Catherine Parenteau is moving on to the semifinals. Michigan State takes out Michigan. Go green, go white. Nice job by Catherine Parenteau. Really pushed in game 2.
Yeah, she was.
Lost it. Buckner played a very strong match, just ran into one of the hottest players on tour. So Parenteau will get Jones or Terashenko, and we will have the men back on center court when we come back.